Hello, and welcome to a series where I read short, spooky stories. Visitors in the Fog. Ethan McAllister had lived in the same old cabin for 20 years, nestled deep in the Appalachian wilderness. It wasn't much, but it was his. No noisy neighbors, no streetlights, no distractions, just him, the woods, and the quiet. But the quiet was different tonight, unnatural. It started with the fog. Thick and heavy, it crept through the trees like living tendrils, curling around his porch post and swallowing the gravel driveway. The world beyond his yard disappeared into a soupy gray nothingness. He'd seen plenty of mountain fog before, but something about this was wrong. It moved too fast, rolling in like a wave and stopping abruptly at the tree line. Ethan frowned, setting his whiskey down on the porch railing. The crickets had stopped chirping. No wind. No rustling leaves, just a low hum, deep, pulsing, like a vibration in his bones. Then the power cut out. The porch light flickered and died, plunging him into darkness. Inside, he heard the old fridge mortar groan and fall silent. Even the hum of his standby generator didn't kick in. A blackout? That was rare. Grumbling, he grabbed his flashlight and stepped inside. The beam swept across the wooden walls of his cabin, casting deep shadows. He reached for his own landline phone, but the line was dead. Not even static. That's when he saw it, through the front window. At the edge of his property, just beyond the fence, figures stood, motionless, in the fog. 3 of them. Tall, lanky, unnaturally thin. Their skin looked smooth, almost reflective in the dim moonlight. They didn't move, didn't shift, just watched. Ethan's breath hitched. Bears, deer, even the occasional trespasser. He'd seen plenty over the years, but these things, they weren't human. Their eyes, large and black as polished stone, locked onto his. His gut clenched. He swallowed hard and yanked his rifle from his wall mount. Not because he wanted to shoot. He had no idea what bullets would do to them. But holding it made his shaking hands feel steadier. The figures tilted their heads in unison. A cold dread crawled up his spine. Then, in a smooth, synchronized motion, they lifted their hands, long fingers splayed, palms facing him. A pressure filled Ethan's skull, like fingers pressing into his brain. Then, images, flashes of things he couldn't comprehend. Star maps, swirling galaxies, towering structures of impossible geometry. And something else. Hunger. The tallest figure took a step forward, and Ethan stumbled backward into his coffee table, sending the whiskey glass shattering to the floor. The humming grew louder. His ears rang. His vision blurred. He squeezed his eyes shut, but the images kept coming. Endless space, twisting, writhing darkness, teeth. He bolted for the back door, but as he reached for the handle, something turned it from the other side. He froze. The door creaked open, revealing the towering figures bathed in the eerie glow of the fog. Up close, their skin was impossibly smooth, no pores, no wrinkles, like wet stone. Then one of them spoke, not with words, not with a voice, but directly into his mind. "We've been here before." Ethan's knees buckled. His breath came in ragged gasps. "You will understand." The tallest one reached out, impossibly long fingers stretching toward his forehead. He tried to scream, to move, but his body was no longer his own. The last thing Ethan saw before darkness swallowed him whole was the reflection of his terrified face in those black, endless eyes. 3 days later, the fog lifted. Sheriff Danvers and his deputy arrived at McAllister's property after the old man's cousin reported him missing. They found the front door open, the inside of the cabin undisturbed, except for one thing. Ethan McAllister's clothes lay crumpled in the middle of the floor. Boots, flannel shirt, jeans, as if he had vanished right out of them. No footprints leading away, no signs of a struggle, just silence, and the faintest, lingering hum in the air.